Monday morning for a fry up. What do you think, Bert? Fry up time? You just woke up? No. So, love a fry up. Welcome to Brambleby Farm for another week. I think this will be our 37th week of recording. Yeah, I just got back on the slaughter, well not back, but just on the way home from the slaughter run. So, full trailer. Decide whether we take a couple more bits in tomorrow, whether that'll just about do you. Knackered. Long weekend. Calf looking good that was born. I seen that this morning. We had to move cattle in to grade out and then put back out again. So it's all go on a Monday morning. One of our away fields. Never get time to bring cattle over here. So get this into a bale of hay, I think. It's not brilliant, but get it before this thistle goes to seed. Probably the first one we'll cut this week, I should think. Of a young steer missing, and I'm walking up and down. This is my fourth time up and down. Every so many yards. Bucket steer, never the wellest calves, and one if I thought one might ever die, it would have been this one. Not a lot we could have done to help it. I think it's had pneumonia when it was a calf before we brought it. It's never grown the same rate. It's always been a bit laboured in its breathing, but I can't find it. So as you can see where some have laid. So I keep hoping to get to these patches and see it just still asleep from the last move. But as a welfare thing, we have to count and check every day. We only do these once a day, but I've got all stinging nettles, not like a calf would ever really wander into a stinging nettle. I've looked in the pig arcs over there, I've looked in the ditches, so now up and down for a walk. So we find a poorly calf, a dead calf, there's nothing wrong with it. This is the joys of livestock, no matter what you do, there's always a problem or two. So, keep walking, keep you updated. So I said we'd share everything, but that's all you're going to see. Yeah, as stiff as a board. It was one that's always worried me. Can't see, just laying there asleep. And gone. Yeah. Got hard work, but more for the animal as well. Not very nice. Anyway, I'm going to turn off now. Nice to see the calf having a good feed at the end of the day. Want them to understand still a bit more. Just getting on. Don't matter. Good. Different grass field for the day. Get the others out. Your turn. Let them out. My turn. Remember who pays your wages. Absolutely, that's the one that keeps jumping over that one on the left there. Yeah. Bloody thing. Don't think they were very happy with their. They've had a day on here, but I have took top off all these docks. This is a bit of pig land. We've forced them on here. It's only a little bit, half an acre. But yeah, they've nipped the tops off the docks, which I'm quite happy with. Trampled a lot. Been through, they've nicked some tops off some stinging nettles, or broke some stinging nettles. And they've got all the grass that's in here. And this side they've just given the docks. And I can hear the collar dove again. So now, see if they want any water before we move them, and then they're onto a nice bit of grass. But yeah, they've eaten. See that? Just took the tops off of them. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to ask them to do any more, we'll get them moved. Yeah, efficient that is, that. Won't feel much because once again I'm on the fens and it's windy. This is their salad bar at the moment, but I think I've seen about 8 different types of flowers, so not just the clovers and some buttercups springing up. I presume this is a type of mint. And we've got poppies and dog roses and that in the hedge. But this is where my dairy cow has been grazing, so we just come and just give it a quick wipe over again with these. They've had some poor grazing yesterday for 24 hours, so it's quite nice to give them a bit of nice, but move them off of here probably tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. Plenty of clovers. Now coffee. Cows are looking fat and good. Just nice to see so much. So we're getting there. Doing out here, revamping everything. So going to go right way to the end there. A lot of tidying up to do. A bit more to sort out on the outside on the roof. And funny cut there. Going to put some self-levelling down. Got some of the main electric boxes on the wall. So there I think is the pasteuriser chart. So a bit like a lorry taco, so it should somehow, I don't know how it works, but it should record what we're doing. And then we keep that, so I don't quite know what we have to do with it, but anyway, I presume once it's marked on there we keep it, and then that's our records for handling the milk correctly. So pasteuriser will go there, water in, water out. Then we should have a sink there. I want to put a bench across there for a little bit of bottling, maybe doing the milkshakes, and then it gives us some table room there. And a little bit of table room in the middle in case we want to work somehow. The only thing it doesn't give me is might need to put a little sink, say, just there, just so we've got a dirty water sink. So if I bring something back from the farm that's a little bit dirty, we can wash it there, and that'll go out separately. Because then from there onwards, this all wants to be not been anywhere near the farm and clean. One of the biggest problems with being like a farmer and a butcher producer is you have to keep the farm out of butchery. But yeah, so my mate Duncan should turn up and hopefully get his head around that, because I'm not going to. It's not that complicated. Just some on and offs, controllers. Yeah, I suppose I can get my head around it, but anyway, I'm not the electrician. So, and where on earth we're going to get enough power for that? That could be interesting. Yeah, could keep going, pop on the fuse. But it'd be fun, ain't for very long, just quick pulls. So, not very long, and we'll be done. I've got an 8-hour run today, and I've got cattle and 3 fields, so I've got to get them cattle. I'm not supposed to be on that field, they're supposed to be breaking. They are supposed to be here and there. So I've got to move them all into here. Then they've got to go down there and round the corner. I've got to set up a fence, milk a cow, get back, get clean, jump in the van, get on the round. Lovely Friday for me. Got a lot of grass on here. And haven't long been on here. That's where this whole block is a bit of sacrifice. Next year is definitely time and effort to put into the ring main of water in. Most of these will soon be on all on the wash, so I'm not too worried for now. But next year, if we had water in a lot more places, we'd be able to do a lot better rotational graze. So, there's that young calf. feet, yes. Car's looking strong. Yeah, look at that. Nice shine to it. Right, let's get these back. Come on then. You know the drill. Walk on. Go up. Go on. Up, up. Up. No, don't walk that way. Walk that way. Go on. Go on. Up. There's some nice fresh grass for you where we're going. Go on. Walk on. Come on, mummy cow. What milk she's got, look. So, this is this morning's dinner for the cows. Again, plenty of little flowers. This has had a real long break, apart from the dairy cow. Haven't managed to get down here, so if she wants to wander this far. But that is dinner. Bit of a graveyard. But they haven't decided to walk over yet. Lucky cows. You can have it as your birthday present, Dave. What have we got? That I don't know what's gone on. It's gone absolutely crazy. I'm an hour, so we're going to be late leaving today, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. And I've got 8-9 hour run. Tell what it is yet. Let's hope it does the job. Let's get it out of the box. Show me the good size. So that side comes around the lifts, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so there's no problem there. But the next side, it will not lift at all. So we've even pushed it by hand. We've tried it at different depths. That one's nice and free. That one's solid. So I'm just off to Lawson Market Gardens. I'm out on the van. It's been banging around all over the place. And I'm just off to see somebody called Danny Lawson. So we're going to chat a little bit about salads and...
Turn right onto Workhouse Lane, then arrive at your destination.
Let's go and say hi. So this is only 2 miles away from us, so not very far. Here we are down this little lane here, so it's not very far from our thing. Let's Workhouse Lane at Tilney St Lawrence. So it looks like it's got a little farm shop open 10 till 1, which is quite interesting. So Danny's been sort of market gardening, just how he was trying when we had some...
Arrive at Workhouse Lane.
All went sort of wrong, and we sort of cut back and give up a little bit now. So we're looking at somebody else to do what we were doing. There you go, Lawson's Market Garden. How exciting. Is that it in there? Looks like it is. Let's see if I can pull up and get out and have a look.
Got me a new toilet paper. There's a nice little burger machine.
That's just crazy busy. I don't know, for 10 hours I think I'll be doing a driving today, pinging around all over the place. Not complaining, thank you for so many orders, everybody. So I nipped in a bit earlier today and see Danny Lawson at Lawson Market Garden, and got a lovely tour around. What an amazing place. So no dig, no chemicals, sort of working really with nature, everything that isn't growing, something is growing, something to pollinate or to feed nature as well. So everything's covered under netting so that he hasn't got to use insecticides for caterpillars and things like that. But his little shop, just a little shed, and just person after person, lovely people, interesting people, and yeah, it's good to chat to a few more people. So we're definitely going to add a few of his mixed boxes on the website. We're probably going to look at doing about, not many because you can't cope with many, but we're going to look at doing about 10. So it'd be really good if you'll pick up 10 a week off of us between you, which I'm sure you more than easily will, and that'd be a first come first served, or I suppose you could pre-book or pre-order a weekly veg. And what's got he's got beetroot and lettuce and kale and baby carrots, so there's a fair little mixture in there, so real healthy stuff, really good for you. But yeah, I'm still pinging around all over the place. I reckon I've got another 2 to 3 hours. I've been out all day. So we've got a farmer's market at Load. Well, not a farmer's market, I think it's a village fun day at Load on Sunday. We've got to do a barbecue and supply fresh produce, and we have pretty much just about sold out. It's everything in the butchery is gone, so we've got a little bit more that we can process into burgers and sausages, but not a lot. And I believe when I get home later and open the fridge door, it's going to be extremely empty, or at least it will be by tomorrow. So we've got a small raffle going on Friday night, as always. Brambleheath Farms competition. We always do a little a raffle, but it's only going to be a small one this week, I'm afraid, everybody. So but still some nice barbecue-y bits on there, so hopefully it'll be of interest. That'll probably be live and done by the wife before you even get out the van. So anyway, I better crack on because I've got 2 or 3, including a cafe I've got to get to. Claire's Kitchen at Littlepool. Fancy a fry-up, good place to go at the garden centre. Is it Sherman's or Sharman's Garden Centre there? So get a nice sausage sandwich or a full English with our sausages on it. So I've got loads of sausages to take there still, and just hope I get there before she closes. So if not, I don't know what we'll do. Yep. Anyway, let's get on, get these jobs done. Just coming up on a farm here on the left, which is a Ministry of Defence farm, and we did inquire about renting it. So it's quite a big block of sort of 300-400 acres of grassland and a building. I don't know what's come of it now, but apparently they didn't want to release it. Yeah, so all this, where there's silage is up the top there. They didn't want to release it with the current Ukraine crisis and that going on. But yeah, there's a fair block all the way over there that we was hoping to start running. We want to expand in the cattle number. The butchery needs more, and to bring the sun in.
Continue on to Elm Lane.
Would have been ideal. So, but if anybody's got any winter grazing, we are looking, whether that's on fodder crops. We've got reasonably, you can see our cows obviously slowing down a bit in size. Just coming up on a farm here on the left, which is a Ministry of Defence farm, and we did inquire about renting it. So it's quite a big block of sort of 300-400 acres of grassland and a building. I don't know what's come of it now, but apparently they didn't want to release it. Yeah, so all this, where there's silage is up the top there. They didn't want to release it with the current Ukraine crisis and that going on. But yeah, there's a fair block all the way over there that we was hoping to start running. We want to expand in the cattle number. The butchery needs more, and to bring the sun in.
Continue on to Elm Lane.
Would have been ideal. So, but if anybody's got any winter grazing, we are looking, whether that's on fodder crops. We've got reasonably, you can see our cows obviously slowing down a bit in size. Trying to get away from the big cows down to a a slightly smaller cow, sort of probably 550, 600 kilos, maybe a few a little bit less. That suits the type of bullock we want for the butchery and allows us to run a fully grass pasture for life sort of based system, but we really could do with a bit more grass going forward. So not so much summertime, we're okay, but definitely a bit of winter grass from October all the way through till February, March time. So either for a small headage of animals or for like something that'll take 100 head. Yeah, ideally somewhere we can get to and somewhere they can be moved on a regular basis, but happy with a smaller set just for continual grazing. So if anybody's got anything or know of anything, please let us know. That'd be really handy. Just walking tonight, and my little red calf's over there somewhere. I spotted this little red one. Hey, little bull calf out of red cow there. Get bull calf as ever feel. Yeah, got a pair of nuts. So can't be that many more to go. Following its mum off. So they've had this, as you see earlier. So they've been out on here. Oh. They're still on here. You see, they've hardly touched some bits. Munch some bits off a bit more, so probably going to let them have tomorrow during the daytime, and then I'll open it up onto there in the afternoon, but they can just tidy this up just a little bit more. While you're on your own, again, you're always on your own. So oh, and I get hay fever, yeah, from the grass pollen. Makes me ill as anything. Oh, all that's in flower. Makes me sneeze, makes me eyes run, makes my throat go, gives me asthma, you name it. Anyway, the calf looks good, cows all look good. I'm going to go home and I'm going to put on the telly box and I'm going to pour myself a Bacardi and we're going to have a burger for dinner, made in our new burger machine. So just test the texture, make sure we're happy with it, and come around, keep working. And yeah, there's the other calf that was born the other day. Looks, that's a red one. That's a heifer. Looks black there, doesn't it? And there's the one born today. So it's pretty good. 5 or 6 days apart, and I think there's 3 or 4 left, I think. Then they start again in the autumn. So happy with their move, just listen. That cow's, I don't know, you haven't calved yet, have you? Or have you? You might not have done. None of you, I don't think. Look contented, plenty to go out in this section. There's a calf lost, but you can hear it. I've got to count the calves. Two newish ones, I've got to find them. Seen one, haven't seen the other, but it'll be here somewhere. Plenty, a bit of thistles and that in there, but you'd be surprised. Either eat round them or eat through them, one or the other.